Pencast, we're going to be learning about graphing absolute value equations. This problem says, draw the graph of y equals 2x minus 5, and use that graph to draw the graph of y equals the absolute value of 2x minus 5. Alright, so we know that we need to graph y equals 2x minus 5 first. So the slope is going to be 2, and the y-intercept is going to be negative 5. And we know that because this matches the form y equals mx plus b. Alright, so that means that the first point we're going to graph is 0, negative 5. Alright, so let's graph that point. Alright, now we know that slope is equal to rise over run, which is equal to change in y over change in x. So every time x changes by 1, y changes by 2. So that means we go over 1 and up 2 each time. So the next point we're going to graph is 1, negative 3. The next point after that is 2, negative 1. And then we have 3, positive 1. Alright, and that should be enough points to make a graph. So let's connect those points. So this is what the graph of 2x minus 5 looks like. So next we want to graph the absolute value of 2x minus 5. Alright, so absolute value basically makes everything inside the absolute values positive, right? So that means that any points that were negative on the graph of 2x minus 5 are going to be positive on the graph of absolute value of 2x minus 5. So that means we're basically just going to mirror any points that are negative. So 0, negative 5 is going to become 0, positive 5. And then 1, negative 3 is going to become 1, positive 3. 2, negative 1 is going to become 2, positive 1. Alright, so if we connect those dots till we get to 0. Now all of the other points can stay where they are since they're already positive. So 3, 1 is still in the correct place, and so are all the points above it. So that part of the graph is going to stay the same. If you want to check that, you can always do a table, and we can do 0, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Alright, so if we have the absolute value of 2 times 0 minus 5, that's the same as the absolute value of negative 5, which is the same as positive 5. For the next one, we're going to take the absolute value of 2 times 1 minus 5. So you always evaluate what's inside the absolute value signs first. So we have a negative 3 inside the absolute value sign, and that turns into a positive 3. Alright, so and so on. So 2 would become absolute value of 2 times 2 minus 5. The absolute value of negative 1, which is equal to positive 1, and then 3 would be 1 again. And then 4 would be 3. Alright, so that's how you graph the absolute value function when you're given the original function.